In the first quarter, there was a sizable increase in service revenues for JD.com retail, providing services to third-party sellers on the platform. Do you expect that to continue in the second quarter and into the rest of the year?
我们服务人员有很多，一个是刚才讲。
I think our service revenue will grow relatively steadily in the second and third quarters. It's still hard to say how much it will grow, but it is part of the overall ecosystem for marketplace merchants. So long as we do a good job in the infrastructure of the ecosystem, the growth will remain healthy.
把生态的基础设施做好，它就会健康的成长。
In the first quarter, JD.com retail reported a slight drop in revenue, but an increase in operating income. Why was that?
其实好多投资人当时也问过我们。
There are many reasons. One of the main reasons is that JD.com has provided the largest and most complete supply chain in China during the 3 years of the pandemic. In the past 3 years, JD.com has won the trust of many users and has taken on the responsibility for delivery at many epicenters. Therefore, when the pandemic ended, our first quarter growth rate was slightly lower compared with our previous high base. For some other companies, they had a rather low base during the pandemic. There's a trade-off in the middle. But we did realize the changes in consumers since the second half of last year, so we've been constantly adjusting. I believe you'll see an upward curve in the growth rate when we release results for the second quarter.
So you're expecting revenue to start to increase again in the second quarter?
We will definitely get better and better.
What does that tell you about the rest of the year and what to expect in terms of the marketplace for the rest of this year?
Judging from our own business situation, JD.com is constantly gaining consumer recognition, so we're relatively optimistic and confident in the second half of the year overall.
Right now, for JD.com, what would you say is of greater importance, market share or profitability?
长期来看呢，我觉得市场份额是
In the long run, I think market share is necessary for the survival of every enterprise. When you don't have market share, the profits are actually fake. So I don't think this is what an aggressive company like JD should do, caring only about profit. We've always believed that profit should be a natural outcome, but a warning indicator in operation. We couldn't take on measures that turn out to be too aggressive and lead to a big decline in profits. But as long as the measures to expand our market share are reasonable, we should take them to serve more consumers and gain recognition. So we make long-term market share a priority.
What are you thinking about overseas going forward?
We
have a very clear strategy overseas. JD.com has advantages in supply chain and logistics. Of course, it may take some time because of the overseas market. I believe that we can see more and better progress overseas in the second half of this year and next year.
更多和更好的进展。我们海外有单独的团队。具体的策略，咱有机会看看，跟他们聊一聊。